The innovator's dilemma affects all of us today, and how to counter it with strategy? Stay with me. It's 2007. I buy my first iPhone. I was nearly taken hostage at customs, and my neighbors all thought I was a total lunatic paying that much. Hell, at the time, you even had to jailbreak it to be able to use it outside of the US. How does that matter? Well, this point in time is the embodiment of the innovator's dilemma. The innovator's dilemma is super simple but deadly. When new disruptive technology challenges an established business, even the most successful and once innovative companies can be killed in a second. They become blindly busy in defending the execution of their current business model and more unaware of the situation outside of their tunnel. That even Nokia fell for it makes clear the innovator's dilemma is called a dilemma because it is a dilemma. Even if you know about it, you'll probably fall for it. Unless you do something extraordinary to counter it. And even when you know it rationally, emotionally, it's still hard to endure. What was Nokia's context in 2007? My opening story about the iPhone was to make that clear. The iPhone was ridiculed at first. The press was harsh. My neighbors didn't get it. Hell, Nokia didn't get it either. And remember, Nokia was the poster child of innovation, from paper mill to rubber boots to dominating the mobile world. Were they smart? Hell yes. I saw some of the leaders present and I was really impressed by how sharp they were. Did that keep them from falling prey to the same thing that made them great? Nope. They got stuck in the same usual execution tunnel, defending their core business and ignoring everything else, blinded by their current greatness and dominance. And here comes the flip in the narrative. How does any of that matter to us today? Well, today, we, all of us, are Nokia, and AI is the iPhone. There's no reason to be doomsayer, no reason to panic. And in fact, all the XYZ is dead, it will die postings are just a sign of being unprepared as well. But almost all of us are facing the same situation that Nokia did at the time. A massive change coming from the outside with an unknown outcome. We feel that uncertainty in the moment in time. So while it's easy to make fun of Nokia, the litmus test to all of us is actually what all of us are doing today. Whether you're a huge consultancy, a small startup, an SaaS company, an individual, somewhere in between, we don't know what's next. It feels uncertain and the outcome is unknowable. So what to do? Well, what really matters is setting up a system of external sensors and analysis, being open, looking out there, getting all the signals in, being aware of the signals and creating a culture or a habit of addressing these things repeatedly, deeply, and at a high level. Just throwing opinions out there doesn't help anyone, ever. What then actually helps is working on clear markers of what you are, what you want to be, what you want to achieve, constantly developing better options to get there and achieve that based on what's actually happening around you, and then doing the work. But to get this right, as an individual, as a big company, you have to make that thought process, that strategy process, a constant habit. This is really where one-offs and individual pushes don't help. One-offs simply amplify opinion, rhetoric, noise. They become ad hoc, panic-driven, unclear, and undirected. Habits, on the other side, constantly practicing this as part of everyday life, create depth. They create social capital, which ends in natural alignment, and the ability to ask and discuss uncomfortable, extreme questions and actively create and resolve friction. And that reduction of friction in the end leads to clarity and better actions in everyday work life. How to get started with that habit making? Join my free webinar, The Strategy Habit. See you.